remembers a time back in 2011 when the world was a simpler, easier, more fun place to be. In a small bakery in northern New Jersey, two friends got together every week, determined to teach the world how to bake.
Crumb Boss
And the producer!
And YouTube was never the same.
Hey everybody, Crumb Boss here!
It sunk like the Titanic in here.
Hey! Crumb Boss and the producer! Crumb Boss, everybody!
Whether it was making the #1 recipe on YouTube for buttercream, or icing fudge brownies, or teaching the world how to make eclairs, I was literally always working. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Oh! Ratchet! It's like vomit! People don't eat that! It totally stinks! So, here we are in 2020, and well, YouTube, it's time to get ready! Hold on to your crumb buns, because guess what's coming back? Yay! Better, bigger, and so much more exciting! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are in part 2 of how to make the leopard cake. Again, we are making the leopard, oh, there she is. We're making the leopard cake made by the Crumb Boss. How in God's name, Crumb Boss, do you get the little puppy paws in there, or spots, or whatever it is?
Hey everybody, Crumb Boss here. I asked the leopard to please get in there very nicely. That's how I got it.
So you shoved the leopard in here?
Yes, I did.
He didn't rip your head off?
No way, I'm the cat whisperer.
The cat whisperer. Meow. Exactly. All right, so Crumb Boss, you got the vanilla cake going on here.
This is a new recipe vanilla cake that I just shared with you guys. It is a very different, I know you're going to love it. Very important when you're doing any print cakes like this, especially the leopard design, because you do need the print part of it to stay in the middle. If this was a very loose and thin batter, it's going to just kind of sink down to the bottom and you're not going to get the print. So if you don't want to use my recipe, you will need to find a recipe that is very dense and heavier batter than the normal box cakes.
But the reality is that you should use your recipe, because you want to know why? It's delicious. Would you say they're a mess?
They're the best. Oh. Because we're a mess. That too.
I can't hear anymore.
I know.
I'm a little jet lagged. What's that?
An 8-inch.
What's that?
8-inch pan.
Okay, an 8-inch.
Basically, if you take a look at how much batter I have in here, I'm going to kind of eye this, and I want to put almost half of this batter into the bottom.
Okay.
I found that when I tested it the first time, I didn't have enough batter in the bottom. And then when I put
You've got to have enough batter in your bottom.
Yes. There's nothing like batter in your bottom.
Yeah.
Alright, so what I'm going to do with the remaining batter, I'm going to take about, I'm going to say like close to a cup.
Okay.
In one bowl.
Yeah.
And then maybe just like, I don't know, a half a cup in another bowl.
If I don't have bowls in my country, what could I use?
Then you are shit out of luck.
Okay, good. Exactly.
Alright, so you want to just divide up a little bit of that portion, and then the rest of this is going to go to be the top.
Yes.
This is a pretty intense thing. You need a lot of bowls. You need some pastry bags. If you don't,
you need a bottle of vodka.
Yeah, to get you through the process.
Exactly.
And then if you're like me, when you're done, you're exhausted. You'll eat the whole cake.
Exactly. That's your reward.
That's right.
A leopard cake. How to make a leopard cake by the Crumb Boss. Okay.
So to this one that we had about the cup of batter, I'm going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder.
Is that hot cocoa?
No, cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder, not the kind that you would drink with.
All right.
And then to the smaller amount, I'm just going to add like maybe 1/2 tablespoon, because you do want the contrast in color.
Yes.
One is going to be very dark and one is going to be a lot lighter.
Oh, okay, so that's dark number 1.
Yeah.
So you want it really dark.
So then just mix that up.
Okay. How's your carpal tunnel doing?
Good. Ever since I had the surgeries, it is excellent.
Yes.
I just added a little bit more. Pretty much everywhere. I get so many questions all the time. Hey, Crumb Boss, when I watch the video, it looks like you added... In the video, I often do things a certain way, but when I get home, I will rework these recipes for you guys for your home kitchen. So don't worry about what I'm doing here. If it looks like a certain quantity, you'll have great results.
Okay, so now I
See the two
made...
different colors?
Yeah, that's darker chocolate and that's lighter chocolate.
Okay, so
and
now
that
you need-
makes a difference in the spots.
That's right.
What you see right here, if I hold it up to the light, you can see the contrast of the darker, the vanilla with the darker and the chocolate, and you can see all that. Okay, again, we're making leopard cake.
That's right.
And then we're going to eat the leopard cake.
Yes, we are.
And then we're going to go to the gym.
All right, so what I'm doing now is just putting these two mixtures that I made into separate pastry bags. Now, if you don't have pastry bags, you guys use some Ziploc bags, the plastic Ziploc baggies for your
exactly.
sandwiches, and then you just cut the tip off.
It's funny because Ziploc never shows that amazing demo on their commercials.
Yeah. Hey.
They always say, hey, you can Ziploc it and whatever. Let me explain something about the Ziploc bag really quick.
Oh, here we go.
I just want to eat. Let me eat. I don't need to zip up my food. If you can't, why would I zip up my food? Let me eat it, all right?
All right, and then what I'm doing with my last pastry bag is putting the remaining white batter or vanilla cake batter into this one.
So what are you going to do?
Oh, you'll see.
What's the Crumb Boss going to do? Because my cake down here is vanilla.
Yes, wait till you see this technique.
What's it
All
called?
for free, everybody.
Yeah, for free.
You don't have to pay $30 to those other websites
Exactly.
to subscribe when you got the Crumb Boss and the producer.
Exactly.
Giving it all to you
and those
for
other
free.
bull crap YouTube channels out there that show, I'm going to show you how to make... This is a real certified pastry chef you're learning from. Because again, we have nothing to do on the weekends. Now, I said to Gretchen today, I said, Gretchen, can we make Olympic cookies? Because I'm having an Olympic party.
Yeah, right.
And what did you say?
I said, could you imagine being someone who has that kind of life, who is like, don't forget to come to my Olympic party tonight.
Yeah.
I'm like, Olympic batter in the pastry bag. You're going to do a design that looks like this. That way. This is top secret information, you guys. Alright, there's your design. Now you take the lighter color of chocolate. Now you have to go back over this whole thing with the darker one. Being sure that you want to really encapsulate that lighter one. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you? Like it's not squishing out. You want to really make sure that that lighter portion stays in the middle.
Yes.
See how I did that?
I see, yeah.
And then I just want to, you don't want it to run out, otherwise you're not going to get that lighter center, which is really distinct of a cheetah spot.
What do you do with that one?
Now what we have to go ahead and do, now do you notice how this batter is staying stiff, it's staying raised up? If you had a thin cake batter, it's never going to happen. It's all just going to melt into each other.
See, there's height on this.
Yeah, you can see that. So now what I'm doing with my remaining white is I want to just go back in. Now what I thought initially, I said, well, why don't I just pour the whole thing over top and be done with it? But then I realized, you know what, I need to really
Wait, one more thing. Don't forget to check us out on our other channels at Funhouse TV and Gretchen's Vegan Bakery.